Hey y'all, it's Jacqueline at Pixie Dust PhD. We are going to spend today's video looking at 7-month availability for Disney Vacation Club. We'll take a look at all of the room types and all of the resorts 7 months out from today, and I am filming on January 26th. That means our booking request will start on August 26th, and we're going to go ahead and go through the next Monday, which is a holiday here in the United States. That's Labor Day. So the booking inquiry we're making with Disney Vacation Club is just shy of a week, and it's that week leading into Labor Day. For many American families, this signifies kind of the end of summer. Some schools definitely are already back in session by this time comes around. Like August is fair game for public school here, but there are areas of the country where maybe you haven't quite started yet or you're just about to get started. And like I said, Labor Day is a federal holiday, so there are plenty of folks, depending on the job type that they will have that Monday off, and maybe that is a weekend they want to head down to Disney anyway. As with all of these DVC availability videos, I'm really doing this just to give you a peek into not only the booking portal and how it works, but also what availability might look like. These aren't necessarily generalizable. I'm taking this at one slice in time. Availability does change, as folks' plans change. So even something that's fully booked now, if you went on the waitlist, your waitlist request may be granted. You may get that room. Also, I am not filming this right at 8 a.m. Eastern when booking opens. So availability this morning may have also looked a little bit different. I don't tend to travel on Labor Day. It does tend to be higher crowds in locations in the United States, both at airports and hotels, etc. So I'm interested to see what this will look like. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start off with Vero Beach Resort, and it looks like most of the room types are available, just that 3-bedroom beach cottage isn't, which as we've talked about in prior videos, that does tend to be the most in-demand room type. So here's your deluxe in standard view. All of August is fine, and really most of summer after May looks good. Here's the deluxe studio. Again, all of August is fine, a vast majority of July. July 4th is Independence Day here in the United States, so you may notice that that's gonna be taken in most of the rooms is my guess. June's less available than that last room type we looked at, but that's not bad. Here's the deluxe in-room ocean view. Again, all of August is looking good. Lots of July, but very little in June. Here's your 1-bedroom villa. So we do have this first week of August is now taken, but the rest looks good. But July, there's hardly anything left, and a few days here and there in June, but nothing major. Here's your 2-bedroom lock-off villa, again at Vero Beach. Similar to what we just saw, this first week in August is taken and July is pretty picked over. Here's the 2-bedroom dedicated villa at Vero Beach. August is not as fully available as the other rooms, but the back half is looking fine. And again, 7 months from today is August 26th. So everyone with DVC points can book in August now through the 26th, basically. But yeah, July and June are pretty booked up for this dedicated 2-bed. And then here we have the 3-bed beach cottage. So you can see here, August is quite limited. You could stay for 2 nights, the 26th and 27th, or if you wanted to stay the weekend before, the 23rd and 24th, you could. Just 3 nights in July, nothing in June, 2 nights in May. This is a very popular room. Next up, let's go look at Aulani, and there are loads of room types here, but it looks like pretty good availability. Well, there's definitely a handful where not all of our nights are available, but let's start with what is available. We've got the deluxe studio with the ocean view. So our requested time is available, but August is more picked over. Here's the 1-bedroom island gardens view. Same story. Our requested time is fine, but not a lot else in August. And really not a lot else in general in the 7-month mark. Here's that 1-bedroom villa, but with a poolside gardens view. Same story. Our time is available really from the 22nd onward, but before that in August is bad. Nothing in July, nothing in June, a tad in May and April. Here's a 1-bedroom villa with the ocean view. A bit better availability in August, honestly. It's not pick of the litter. You couldn't have any given day, but from the 16th onward is decent. Just sporadic nights in June and July and a little bit in May and April, but not a ton. And here we've got the dedicated 2-bed with the poolside garden view. Again, our requested time frame is fine. August 23rd onward is okay, but much before that is very slim pickings. This is the lock-off 2-bed with the ocean view. So again, okay, August 22nd onward, but before that, literally nothing in June, July, or August really before then. Just random single nights in May and April. Here's the dedicated 2-bed with the ocean view. August 20th is taken, but otherwise August 15th onward looks okay. But the rest of the summer is pretty rough. It would be hard to get a room here on shorter notice, at least in that summer time frame, it seems. And then we have the 3-bedroom grand villa with the ocean view, and that is fully available August 16th onward. All right, moving into rooms that were not fully available for our selected dates. So here we have the deluxe studio with the island gardens view. It is actually available 7 months from today, August 26th, but it's not available on August 31st. But you could say the 23rd through the 30th, so roughly in our same time frame. Here's that 2-bed lock-off villa with the island's garden view. Exact same story. The night that's not available is August 31st. Here's the dedicated 2-bedroom Islands Garden View. It is available August 22nd through 30th, but again, not August 31st. I wonder if a lot of people are booking that weekend leading into Labor Day in the United States and then flying home on Monday, perhaps. Here's a 1-bedroom villa standard view, so not available August 30th and 31st, but you could shift your time and stay the 24th through the 29th. Here's the 2-bedroom villa with a standard view, not available 7 months from today on the 26th. Again, that might have been different this morning. Interestingly, you can see in September now, which is into home resort owner priority, that's already a little bit picked over, and there's times in October and November also that are already booked out. And wow, even December, although not Christmas night, but the time around Christmas. Here's the standard view deluxe studio, very slim pickings in August, nothing left in July or June, 1 night in May, so this seems to be a very in-demand room. Looking into home resort owner priority again for the standard view deluxe studio, a lot of September's already taken, sporadic nights here in October, Thanksgiving in November, American Thanksgiving at least, and yeah, definitely already some nights in December. Here's a deluxe studio with the poolside garden view. You could stay the 25th through the 28th, but August 29th is already booked. This is the lock-off standard view 2-bedroom villa. 7 months exactly from today, August 26th is booked. If that was different this morning, you may have been able to book the 25th through the 29th, but the 30th and 31st are already booked, as well as a lot of September. Again, definitely some stretches in October, some stretches in November, including American Thanksgiving, and some time in December, including Christmas Eve and Christmas, are already booked. Next, we have the lock-off 2-bed with the poolside gardens view. The 25th through 28th are available in August, but not August 29th. But the home resort owner here is looking a lot easier. Next is the hotel room standard view. There is nothing available here, nothing in August. There's single nights left in September, a couple nights together in October, but mostly gone. Most of November's gone, most of December's gone. So that's a very, very popular room. Yeah, looking closer in time, May, June, and July are fully booked too. And finally, here is the 3-bedroom grand villa with a standard view. 100% booked July, August, September, October, November, and December. Literally every single night you could book if you had a home resort owner contract is booked. So if you want to stay in that standard view 3-bed grand villa at Aulani, you almost surely need home resort priority. All right, the next resort we have is Hilton Head. So here the 1-bedroom is fully available for our nights. August 25th through into home resort owner priority, into all of September is available. Before that's actually pretty sparse though, so this does seem like a room you'd want to be very on top of. And here is the 2-bedroom villa at Hilton Head. This is considerably more available. All of the weekends in August are available, interestingly, but in terms of weekdays, really you have to go through half of the month, so it starts on August 17th being available. And yeah, weekends are very available in this specific 2-bedroom villa over the summer. And here we have the deluxe studio. So that is available most of our requested nights. Again, not the night of August 31st. And here is the 3-bedroom grand villa. Same deal, it's available for most of our requested nights, but not August 31st. But starting August 20th through the 30th, you could book this room. All right, let's move over to the Disneyland Resort and take a look at those 2 DVC properties. We'll start with the villas at Disneyland Hotel. For our requested dates, the deluxe studio with the preferred view is available August 26th through the 31st. And again, you could extend that out past Labor Day a little bit if you wanted. And there are a few nights before that in August, but really slim pickings. Because there's generally not a ton of inventory at Disneyland, overall these rooms do tend to be pretty competitive. Here's the standard view deluxe studio. So you could say the 25th through the 28th, but the weekend of August 29th through 31st, the weekend leading into Labor Day, is already taken. Here is the standard view duo studio, which I believe is the cheapest room. It has the lowest points cost, so this is going to be pretty competitive. And you can stay the night of the 25th. It's possible the 26th was available this morning at 8 a.m., so maybe you could have strung together the 25th through 28th. But again, the weekend and time leading into Labor Day through September 1st is booked. Here's the duo studio with a preferred view. Very similar story, pretty dang booked. And the duo studio with the garden view, again, quite booked. Here's the dedicated 2-bedroom villa with a preferred view. There is 1 night left in August. It is in home resort owner priority though. Let's move forward in time here. Yeah, you can see there's only 2 single nights available in September, a handful of nights available in October. There's chunks in November, but not a ton. Christmas is still available here if you have home resort owner priority, but yeah, this room's pretty booked out from homeowners. Here's the deluxe studio garden. All of August is booked, all of July is booked, all of September except for 1 day. There's 2 days left in October. Most of November's gone, and yeah, Christmas is already gone. Here's the one bed with the preferred view. There's just one single night left in August. There are 2 stretches of back-to-back nights in September available, but nothing else. Literally nothing in October. More than half of November is booked, and Christmas night is already booked. Here's the 2-bed lock-off with a preferred view, so this is going to mirror what we've already seen. Extremely booked. And here is that grand villa 3-bedroom, which has a preferred view. Is it 100% booked? Indeed it is. Everything through January 1st is booked. All right, and the other DVC resort over here is the Grand Californian. No rooms are fully available for your selected dates. So here's the dedicated 2-bedroom villa. There is some time you could go in August, so this is bookable at 7 months. Again, 7 months from today is the 26th, so that might have been available this morning, but if it wasn't, you could book the 21st through the 25th. And home resort owner here is not nearly as dismal as what we just saw with villas at Disneyland Hotel. Here is the deluxe studio. So what is available these 4 nights are in home resort owner priority, but again, maybe that was different this morning. But moving forward in time, you can see this is a pretty popular room for homeowners to book well in advance. Here's the 1-bedroom villa. Again, you could do the 23rd through the 25th right now. Maybe you could have snagged the 26th this morning and then done really your vacation this last week of August, but August 31st is already booked. Here is the lock-off 2-bedroom villa, so this should look like roughly what we've seen based on the studio and 1-bedroom availability. And we've got the 3-bedroom grand villa, just super booked all of August, all of September. There are still nights in October, November, and December, but you wouldn't have the pick of the litter. All right, moving over to Walt Disney World then, let's start with Copper Creek. So the Resort View Deluxe Studio is available, and actually August isn't all that bad, but you can see September's already mostly taken. This is a popular room, but July and August seem to be less popular for Walt Disney World visits these days, I think just with the heat and everything. Here's that deluxe studio resort view with a shower. So the one we saw just a minute ago is a shower tub combo, and then this one is just a walk-in shower. Again, August is really not bad at all, and even July is okay, but you can see like September is considerably more in demand. Here we have the 1-bedroom villa with a resort view. 100% of August is available. Almost all of July is still available, except that night of the 4th really, and the 8th and 13th, but whatever. Most of June's available. Probably half of May is available. Most of April's available. Again, I'm filming this in late January, so that's only 4 months away. That's not bad. Here's the 2-bedroom lock-off villa with the walk-in shower. So again, it should mirror what we saw with the deluxe studio with the walk-in shower. And yeah, not too bad in August or July. Considerably more rooms taken in September, and wow, November is actually very popular. Here's the 2-bed lock-off resort view. This will have the standard tub shower combo in the studio portion of things. Again, August is looking okay. September is very picked over, as is November. Here is the dedicated 2-bed. So all of August is available. Most of July is available. Let's see. Oh, but June and May don't have great availability, but April's not too bad. And there's a little bit of time here in March. And last here we have the 3-bedroom grand villa, totally available when we asked for and for most of August, honestly. But not a ton in July. There's some stretches in June, but you would have to be very flexible. Not much in May. Decent chunks in April, but this is a very expensive time to go. Oh, and interestingly, the only room type that was not fully available was the cabin. And so actually the back half of August in the cabin is already fully booked. It's kind of rare to see the cabin booked that far in advance. You can see like all of July is available, all of June's available, most of May, all of April, more than half of March. So you're fully 7 months out for our requested dates, and it's already booked. It's booked through Labor Day, you can see. I'm trying to think if there's a clear reason, like a sporting event people would want the cabin for, or if there's like a big competition, like a cheer competition or something at Walt Disney World that weekend. I don't think there is, but if you have any insights, leave those in the comments down below. All right, then let's move next door to Boulder Ridge Villas. It seems that all of the room types are fully available for our requested dates. So here's the deluxe studio, again, available for when we asked for, and for other parts of August, but it does seem like you'd want to be on top of that 7 months in advance. Like July is pretty sporadic. There's not much in June or May. Here's the 1-bedroom at Boulder Ridge, fully available in August, July, June, most of May, all but 1 day in April, a pretty available room. This is the 2-bed lock-off, so this should basically mirror what we saw based on the studio and 1-bed. And so yeah, you can see that the time we requested is available, but you know, you do want to be more on top of that if you want that lock-off. And then here is the 2-bed dedicated, so this one fully available in August, every night except for July 4th and July. Not as much availability in May or June. And here we have the cabins at Fort Wilderness. So they only have 1-bedroom cabins. Those are fully available all of August. July 23rd onward really looks fine, but not much in May, June, or April. This is one of the newest Disney Vacation Club properties, and it does seem like it's perhaps picking up in popularity a bit. But if you book right at 7 months, at least for August, it seems like you'd be fine. Next up, let's take a look at Saratoga Springs, and they have quite a lot of inventory, so usually everything is pretty available, and yeah, literally every room type's fully available, so we won't go through this in detail. Here is a look at the Deluxe Studio Standard. All of August looks good, all but one night in July. Here's the Deluxe Studio Preferred. Again, all of July and August are available. This is the 1-bedroom villa standard. All of July and August are available. Yep, all of April, May, June even. Here we have the 1-bedroom preferred. So yeah, super available April onward. This is the 2-bed lock-off standard. Again, very available. There's this one night in July that's taken, but otherwise not really any worries. Some of May is taken, a lot of March is taken, but for the most part, if you can plan for this in, 5+ months in advance, it'll be okay. Here's that 2-bed dedicated standard. So all of June, July, August are available, a vast majority of May and all of April. This is the 2-bed lock-off preferred. Again, really no worries here, at least not in the summer. Here's the dedicated 2-bed preferred. Again, June, July, and August are looking totally fine. Even May is fully available. April, 1 month from today, is available. You could say this last week of February, which is 1 month from when I'm recording this. Here we've got a look at the Treehouse Villas, which is a fun kind of specialty room type at Saratoga. All summer is available. May 4th and 5th are taken, but otherwise really no worries until you get to February. Here we have the 3-bedroom Grand Villa. This is the standard one. All of July and August are available, but there is considerably less availability than we've seen with other room types for May and June. And then finally at Saratoga, we have the 3-bed Grand Villa Preferred. So all of August is available, most of July, every night except for July 3rd, but again, less availability in May and June. Next up, we've got Kidani Village. This is another resort with quite a lot of inventory, so usually rooms are available. It looks like there's one room type that's not available for us, so not too bad. Here's the standard deluxe studio. They did change standard view to resort view recently, so I probably am using those terms interchangeably. All of August is fine. There's a couple nights you can't book in July, but looking pretty good if you can plan 6 or 7 months in advance. Here's the Savannah view. Again, all of August is available, all but July 4th and July. This is the standard or resort view 1-bedroom. No worries, really all summer. The first chunk of May is less available, but once you get past basically the midpoint in May, you've got good availability there. This is the Savannah view 1-bedroom, so all of July and August are available, all of June's available, so even July 4th. There's some times taken in May, but it's really not that bad, and almost all of April is still available. Here is the 2-bed lock-off standard or resort view, so August is fine, couple nights not available in July. Less available in June, but if you were flexible, you could make it work for over a week. This is the dedicated 2-bed. Here we've got the standard or resort view. All but one night in August and also one night in July are available. This is the lock-off 2-bed with the Savannah view. All of August is available, everything but July 4th in that month, and probably a little more than half of June is still available. Here's the dedicated 2-bed with the Savannah view. 100% available in July and August. There's definitely still some times to pick from in June. A little bit in May, not a ton, but April's looking pretty good still. Here's the Savannah view 3-bedroom Grand Villa. All of August except for August 7th is available, and probably more than half of July is available. May and June are pretty picked over, as is March, but not bad availability in April either. And this is the standard view 3-bedroom Grand Villa. It is fully booked already the nights of August 31st and September 1st, but the rest of August is available, including the very end portion of July. Then we have Old Key West Resort. Again, this tends to be a resort where most of the inventory is available. There are the rooms that are near the hospitality house, so just the same room, just in a more desirable location. Those do tend to get booked up first. So here's the general deluxe studio. Again, this is going to be anywhere at Old Key West. It's not going to be near the hospitality house, most likely. All of August is available, almost all of July, vast majority of June. May's not looking great, but April's pretty available. The back half of March is available. Nothing in February. Here is the 1-bed at Old Key West. No worries, all summer. Most of May is even still available. This is the 1-bedroom near the hospitality house at Old Key West, so this is that more desirable location version of the 1-bed, and no worries in August, and even most of July and June are smooth sailing here. Next, we have the lock-off 2-bed, so this should mirror what we've seen for the 1-bed and the studio. Again, really no big worries for summer. If you're able to plan this several months in advance, 5 or 6, should be okay. Here we have the dedicated 2-bedroom villa at Old Key West, 100% available June, July, and August. All of April still available, a vast majority of May. There's still time you could go in March, just not quite as 100% available as some of the later months. And here's that dedicated 2-bed near the hospitality house, so still quite available in July and August. There's just a couple nights taken, but you can see like April, May, and June are a little bit less available. Next, we've got the 3-bedroom grand villa at Old Key West. So August is considerably more taken now. You could stay August 21st onward, including through Labor Day, but there are times in August you could not stay. And there's plenty of times in July you couldn't stay. Really, there's only a few stretches of a couple nights together you could stay. So inventory for grand villas tends to be lower than other room types. Therefore, these can be harder to book if you're not on top of it. And so the rooms that were not fully available for our selected dates are all near the hospitality house. Here's what the deluxe studio looks like. You can see August 31st and September 1st are booked, but if you just wanted to move your vacation up a little bit, maybe you're going to leave on Sunday instead of Monday, you could book August 12th through the 30th. Same for the 2-bed lock-off near the hospitality house. August 31st and September 1st are already booked. And here is the 3-bed grand villa near the hospitality house. So really hardly anything. You could stay the single night of August 3rd, the single night of August 15th. You could stay Friday and Saturday nights, August 22nd and 23rd, but that is literally all that's left in August. Most of September is booked, most of October is booked, most of November is booked, including the time around Thanksgiving, and a lot of December is already booked too. Next, let's take a look at Riviera Resort. Here is the Preferred View Deluxe Studio. This one tends to have decent availability because the points cost is considerably more than the standard or Resort View Deluxe Studio, so I think people try to go for that Resort View instead of the Preferred View. You can see all of August is available, almost all of July is available, including July 4th. Weekends in June are available. Not bad at 7 months at all. Here's the standard or Resort View 1-bedroom villa, 100% available in August. Most of July is available, not July 4th, not July 17th. Most of June is still available. Not a lot in May, but April's looking okay. Here's the Preferred View 1-bedroom villa. Again, all of August, all of July, including July 4th, all of June, all of May, but this stretch between May 5th and May 9th. Almost all of April. Yeah, this is a pretty available room. Here's the dedicated 2-bed villa with a resort view, available from August 22nd onward through the 31st, but the night of September 1st, so the night of Labor Day, is taken. There are some other times you could stay in August as well. Here's the lock-off 2-bed preferred view. Again, all of August is available, almost all of July, weekends in June. This is the dedicated 2-bed with a preferred view. All of August is available, all of July, except for the night of July 4th. Vast majority of June is still available. And this is the Riviera 3-bedroom grand villa. Most of August is available from the 8th onward. There is this time the 4th through 7th that's already taken. Probably a little more than half of July is available, particularly the back half of July looks very good. But June, you've really just got single nights. May's looking pretty bad. April's quite available, again, probably because the points cost is so high. All right, and for rooms that are not fully available at the Riviera, we've got the Tower Studio, so those sleep 2 people. It's the cheapest room type here. Again, that Resort or Standard View Deluxe Studio, and then the 2-bed lock-off with the Resort View. So taking a look at the Tower Studio, you could stay sometime in August. The 11th through 14th is still available. You could book that even if you didn't own a home resort contract here. Moving into home resort owner priority, all of September is already taken. Most of October is taken. There's some Tuesdays and Wednesday nights here. Most of November is taken, and most of December is taken, though you could stay through Christmas night, but you would have to leave the next day. Here is that Resort View Deluxe Studio. There are these Sundays and Mondays you could stay in August, and maybe August 26th was available this morning right at 8 a.m., so maybe you could have strung together the 24th through the 28th, but August 29th through September 1st is already booked. And scrolling into home resort owner priority, there is some time available in September, October, November, but if you weren't booking right at 11 months, you would need to be flexible, like all of early December is already taken, for example. And we've got the 2-bed lock-off resort view, so this shouldn't be much of a surprise given what we just saw with the Deluxe Studio Resort View. Again, if you have home resort owner priority and you're not acting right at 11 months, you definitely can stay, you just might need to be flexible. And if you do not have home resort owner priority, it's gonna be tough, I think, to get like a week straight in this room. But if you're willing to do a split stay, you could do that, stay a couple nights here, a couple nights somewhere else. Also, you can always utilize the waitlist and hope that works out. Here we've got Jambo House at Animal Kingdom Villas. This does have considerably less inventory than the Kidani Village side, so I'm expecting to see more rooms that aren't fully available, and indeed, that is the case. Let's start with what is available. So you've got that standard deluxe studio. There's some times in August that are already taken, you know, the 7th through the 9th, the 23rd through the 24th, but at least for when we're asking you could stay, though do note September 1st is already booked. Here's the Savannah View Deluxe Studio, looking better than the standard, but again, September 1st is already booked. Here's the standard or Resort View 1-bedroom. This one looks very good. 100% available in August and September. Most of July is still available, just not that time right around the 4th. Most of June's available, more than half of May, most of April. This is not a bad room. And here's the Savannah View version of the 1-bedroom. Again, 100% available in August and September. Most of July still available. 5 nights that are booked in July at the moment. June's probably a little more than half available, but not much in May. Next is the 2-bed lock-off resort view. Again, fine for when we asked for, but booked on September 1st. And otherwise, July looks pretty good overall. If you've got some flexibility and you want to go in the summer, you could probably make that happen. This is the 2-bed lock-off with the Savannah View. Same commentary, really. The 1st of September is booked, but otherwise, August and July are looking pretty good. As long as you can move your dates, you can wiggle things a little bit as needed. All right, here is the 3-bed Grand Villa with the Savannah View. It is not available August 29th and 30th, but you could stay the 23rd through the 28th. And this is the value 1-bed. Generally speaking, the value rooms and the club rooms are going to be pretty hard to snag, although you could definitely stay August 13th through 18th in a value 1-bedroom. You don't need homeowner priority to book that right now from August 13th to 18th. So that's not bad. And look, even here, July 28th through 31st is available. The studio value, though, is a different story. It's so booked. Let's look into home resort owner priority. And yeah, everything through December 26th right now is booked. Then naturally the 2-bed lock-off value, again, is going to kind of mirror what we just saw with the studio value availability. It's very poor. If you don't have a home resort contract, I would never count on getting that room. Here is club level in a 1-bedroom. Again, the club level rooms are just so popular. I think the value is very strong. So there are a few days left in home resort owner priority, but really not much. This is the deluxe studio that's club level, and I expect this will be abysmal. And yeah, literally everything through the 26th is booked. Actually, even through the 27th, it looks like is booked. And by that, I mean the 26th and 27th of December. And then here is your 2-bed lock-off club level. Again, because the studio club level availability is so poor, this will also just look very sad. And I don't know, if you want this room, even if you have a home resort contract here, I think these rooms are incredibly competitive. All right, and moving over to the walkable to Epcot area, let's start with BoardWalk Villas. The 1-bed standard view is actually fully available from August 21st onward, at least in August. September is not loading, so sorry I can't show you September availability. There's definitely some time in July you could stay, but you wouldn't be able to sling together a full week really till the end of the month. So this room can be available if you're flexible, but it's definitely not a guarantee. Here's the 1-bedroom with the BoardWalk view. I am kind of surprised to see this available. A lot of people really like the BoardWalk view, and I assume the inventory for that is not massive, but maybe I'm wrong. It is available August 19th onward, including through Labor Day. And here's the 1-bedroom with the garden or pool view. So yeah, compared to the BoardWalk view, this is so much more available. Again, the July availability is not loading. Sorry about that. But even, all of June's available, probably about half of May's available. So if you're ever trying to get a BoardWalk room without having home resort priority, my general advice is to waitlist or try to book a garden or pool view room, like have the points for that, because the inventory there, it just does seem to be larger. It seems to be easier to book. But every other room type is not available. That's your Grand Villas, your deluxe studios, and then the 2-bed lock-offs because the deluxe studios aren't available. So here is the garden or pool view deluxe studio. This is available August 23rd through the 30th, but August 31st and September 1st are already taken. And you can see even, October, November, and December, it's already a pretty competitive room. Here is the 2-bed lock-off with that same garden or pool view. So same story, really. August 31st and September 1st are taken. This is the 3-bed Grand Villa with a BoardWalk view. So that is available August 22nd through the 30th. But again, the 31st and September 1st are booked. Here's the deluxe studio with the BoardWalk view. There's just a few nights. You could actually book it 7 months from today on the 26th for a couple of nights. This would be great for a split stay, in my opinion. But if we look at home resort owner priority, you can see just how popular this room is. And I think some of that is due to the low inventory. Here's the 2-bed lock-off with that BoardWalk view. So exact same story, really, just because inventory is not high and it's a popular room. This is going to be a hard one to book. This is the standard view or resort view deluxe studio. It's one of the cheapest and, in my opinion, best rooms on property just for its location. And yeah, there's almost nothing. Let's go look at home resort owner priority. Yeah, that's a tough room to snag. And then, of course, the 2-bed lock-off with that same resort view will be in the same category of extremely tough room to book. Moving over to Beach Club, the 1-bed villa resort view is fully available for our selected dates, and really almost all of July and almost all of August are available. There's August 7th and August 14th are booked. And so they are doing maintenance on the pool, Stormalong Bay, which is kind of the big selling point of Beach Club for a lot of people, but supposedly that's only through June. So July and August, fingers crossed, the pool should be back up and fully functional. And if you have the points to book this room, then the room is available for you to book. This is the availability for the 2-bed villa, resort, or standard view. It is available August 23rd and onward, but you can see far less availability in August and July compared to the 1-bed. And so not fully available, we've got the deluxe studio, standard or resort view. Almost nothing in August, really just one night in August through 7-month priority. Single nights in July. Just a couple 2-nighters here in June, same with April, but not much. Let's look ahead. Again, if you are flexible and you do have home resort owner priority, but you're not booking the full 11 months out, you can make some of these stretches in September and October work. November is really just weekends, and then kind of the time of December that's really starting to lead to Christmas. And here is the lock-off 2-bed resort view. Again, it's gonna look like what we just saw for the studio resort view. Moving over to the monorail loop then, this will be our last 3 resorts. We'll start with the villas at Grand Floridian. Here's the resort studio with the preferred view. So the resort studio are the converted hotel rooms. Those are different than deluxe studios. So be sure you know what type of room you are actually after and which one you'd be booking. Anecdotally, it feels like the resort studios are slightly less popular than the standard deluxe studio. So if you really just want to stay at Villas at Grand Floridian, maybe you aim for resort studio. All of August here is available, almost all of July. Chunks in June, but definitely not anything massive. And homeowner here looks fine. Here's the resort studio with the theme park view, which is a view category you cannot get with the standard deluxe studio. So this could be an advantage if you wanted to pay these extra points. All of August is available, most of July. Nights here and there for sure in June, but again, you wouldn't be able to necessarily pick your exact dates if you didn't have flexibility based on this availability. This is the standard 1-bedroom villa, so all of August except for August 15th and all of July except for the time right around Independence Day is available. Not a ton in May or June. Here's the preferred view 1-bedroom villa. Very available in August, most of July once you get past Independence Day, but same story with May and June. This is the standard dedicated 2-bedroom villa. Slightly more booked in August. There are a few nights here in the first half that you couldn't book, but August 15th onward looks fine. And there is less availability here in July for this room type than we've seen for some other room types. This is the dedicated 2-bedroom with a preferred view. August 23rd and onward is available. And you've got the stretch, August 8th through 13th. You've got weekends, but there are some disruptors here during the weekdays. The back half of July looks pretty good, but not much beyond that. And here we have the preferred view 3-bedroom grand villa. Totally good August 19th and onward, but not much before that in August, and really not much in May, June, or July either. So not fully available for our selected dates. Now we've got the resort view, resort studio, or like standard view, resort studio. This is available August 22nd through the 28th, but the 29th and 30th are already booked as well as September 1st. Here's the deluxe studio, so that standard deluxe studio layout that you're thinking of, not the converted hotel room kind with the resort or standard view. It is not available exactly 7 months from today on August 26th. If that was different this morning, you may have been able to book August 23rd through the 28th, but August 29th through the 31st are already booked. This is the deluxe studio with the preferred view, so again, you could book earlier. You could do August 21st through the 27th, but the 28th and 29th, as well as August 31st and September 1st are already taken. And then we've got the 2-bed lock-off resort view, again, because the deluxe studio is not terribly available. Same here. And same story for the 2-bed lock-off preferred view. August isn't loading, but we can go ahead and look a little bit into home resort owner priority to give you an idea of how competitive this room may be at different times of the year. Next, we've got Bay Lake Tower, and during this time frame, it is expected that there will still be refurbishments ongoing. If refurbishments are done early, they might be fully done by now, but really, who knows? That's so long from now. All right, so at Bay Lake Tower, we've got the 1-bedroom villa with a preferred view that's fully available for our requested dates. All of August and September look fine. All of July, except the time right around the 4th. June, you've got weekends. May, there's, a long stretch here and there. Same with April. So that room's not too bad. This is the 1-bed villa with a theme park view at Bay Lake Tower. Almost all of August is available, just not the 10th. But no worries for our time frame at all, and really a vast majority of August is open. July's looking okay. Again, if you have some flexibility to move your dates around, you could definitely snag this room, but May and June are considerably more booked. Here's the dedicated 2-bed with the preferred view. Again, August 10th is taken, but otherwise August is available. A vast majority of July is available, really July 10th onward. And there's some times in June you could stay the 12th through the 18th. You could string together, almost that whole week. Next, we've got the dedicated 2-bed with the theme park view. Literally all of August is available this time. July 10th onward is looking good, but not much to speak of in April, May, or June. And here is the 3-bedroom grand villa with a theme park view. So August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd are taken, but August 4th onward is smooth sailing. Not a lot before August though. And here are all of the other room types at Bay Lake Tower that were not fully available. So we've got the Preferred View Deluxe Studio that is available in August except for the 31st. So you could stay almost all of the month, just not the very end of the month. Most of July is available. There's a stretch in this very last week of June. Here's the Deluxe Studio with the theme park view. Again, August 31st is taken. In this case, also September 1st is already booked. But home resort priority here is not as abysmal as some of the other places we've looked at. Early December continues to be competitive though. Here's the 2-bed lock off with the preferred view. So again, it's really that night of August 31st that's getting in the way. And then the 2-bedroom lock off with the theme park view. Like we saw with the studio, it's August 31st and September 1st are already booked. Here is the standard or resort view deluxe studio. You could stay the 25th through the 28th of August, but August 29th and 30th, as well as September 1st, are already booked. And this one, let's go ahead and take a look at homeowner resort priority. So most of September's gone. There's decent chunks left in October. Interestingly, weekends are pretty abysmal, very taken. But yeah, November and December is already quite picked over. So even with home resort owner priority, you'd want to be on top of that one. Here's the 1-bedroom villa that's got that standard or resort view. So you could stay these 3 nights. This is 7 months from now. You could book this right now. You could also stay August 14th through 17th, but otherwise this is more booked. Again, let's look at home resort owner priority here. So October's not bad, and actually even November is not too bad, but it's not a room you'd want to be lazy about. Here's that 2-bed lock off with a resort view. Same story as what we've been seeing kind of between the studio and the 1-bed resort view. Here is the 3-bedroom grand villa with the preferred view. So you could stay August 13th all the way through the 28th, but August 29th is booked, which is in our requested booking window. In the dedicated 2-bedroom villa standard or resort view, August 26th and 27th are booked, which kind of interrupted our booking request. And actually most of September's gone, good amount of October's gone, almost all of November is already gone, and again, the first part of December. All right, and for our last resort, we've got the Polynesian, and you can see that this deluxe studio and this deluxe studio, resort view, preferred view, these are the studios in the longhouses, so the studios that have existed for a while. Nothing at Island Tower has full availability for our requested date 7 months in advance. So here again is that longhouse deluxe studio standard or resort view. All of August is looking good, a vast majority of July. Not much in May or June. There's definitely some time in April. Here is the preferred view. This used to be called Lake View. Almost all of August is available, just not Saturday, August 16th. A couple nights taken in July, but pretty good availability in the summer, all things considered. And then here's those overwater bungalows, fully available in August. July 3rd and 4th are taken. That's not too surprising. Fully available in April and June. Mostly available in May. There are some nights taken, but you could stay most of the time. And again, even just 1 month from today, you could stay in this chunk of time in that last week of February. All right, so all other room types, which is going to be Island Tower, and you can see they all start with Tower. So that's how you can differentiate them from the other room types at the Polynesian. Let's take a look. Here is the theme park view 1-bedroom villa at the Tower. So August 31st and September 1st are already booked. Homeowners not too bad though. This is the penthouse villa preferred. So this is the very fancy penthouse 2-bedroom preferred view then. So not theme park view. This will be facing the golf course, I believe. August 31st and September 1st are booked, but you could stay August 19th through the 30th. This back half of September is pretty booked, but the first half looks okay. There's about a week taken in October, first week and last week of November, but this is not too bad, all things considered. Here's your Tower Deluxe Studio with a theme park view. I suspect this room will be quite popular. You could stay August 24th through the 28th, just August 29th through September 2nd are already taken. Most of September's picked over. Weekends in October are gone, but November is okay. And December, once you get past the first half of December, is pretty available. Here's the 1-bed resort view or standard view in the Tower. Really just single nights within 7 months at the moment. And home ownership, like again, if you were flexible, you could definitely stay in this room, but you might have to mold your plans to its availability. Here's the 1-bed preferred view in the Tower. Looking pretty bad if you don't own a home resort contract. If you do own a home resort contract, there's time to pick from, but again, I mean, I think you would just want to be on top of these things at 11 months. This is the 2-bed lock off in the Tower with a theme park view. So because the room types that combine to make the lock off don't have great availability, neither will this one. Here's the Duo Studio Resort view in Island Tower. So this, I believe, will be your cheapest room. It only sleeps 2 people, and this is your standard view. You could still stay August 24th through 27th. That's not bad. But August 28th through September 1st is already booked, which is kind of the time we were looking at. Homeowner resort for this is not bad at all, though. I'm actually quite impressed there. Here's the Duo Studio in Island Tower with the preferred view. So similar to that last room we looked at, just a upgraded view category. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, if you have home resort owner priority, that's okay. If you do not own a home resort contract here, that seems like a waitlist type of room. Here is that 2-bedroom penthouse villa in Island Tower that faces the theme park. So this is like the most fancy room in Island Tower, you could argue. And you could stay August 18th through the 27th. Just that time for Labor Day, August 28th through even September 3rd is taken. And let's look at home resort owner priority. This is pretty picked over, honestly, for a room that's this expensive. Not a ton of availability even out through 11 months. Here's the Island Tower Deluxe Studio with the standard or resort view. You could stay the 1 night, 7 months from today. You would stay 2 nights, August 20th and 21st. This is looking pretty bad for non-home resort owners. And let's look at home resort owner priority. I mean, October's looking okay. The week before Thanksgiving's looking okay. You know, I've never traveled to Disney the week prior to Thanksgiving, but I wonder what crowds are like. That could be fun. Here's a premium view Duo Studio in the tower. Not looking great. You could stay August 16th through the 19th. There's a couple days together here and there, but overall, I think people are generally excited that this is like the newest property that they can stay at. So a lot of people booking that up. Home resort owner here isn't too bad. It's not 100% available by any means, but there's still a decent amount to pick from. This is your deluxe studio with the preferred view in the tower. So you could stay August 14th through 16th, but not much else if we're being honest. All of June and July are booked. All of May is booked. Yeah, that's a rough one. Looking in a home resort owner priority again for this preferred view deluxe studio in Island Tower. September is pretty picked over. You can string together a decent stay in October. But yeah, I mean, you know, the more popular times that you would think are taken, even out through 11 months, just are taken. Then we've got the 2-bed lock off with the resort or standard view, again, just because the room types that create this room had pretty bad availability. So is this one. And here's the 2-bed lock off with the preferred view. Exact same story. You're just not going to see a ton of availability here. And finally, we have the dedicated 2-bedroom villa in Island Tower with the theme park view. So there's a couple of nights together, you know, 2-nighters back-to-backs that, again, if you wanted to have a short vacation, if you wanted to make this part of a split stay, could work out pretty well. For home resort owner priority, there's time. You can stay 5 nights, you know, the back half of October. If you wanted to stay for Halloween, you could. November's already pretty rough. December's okay. Yeah. People are excited to stay at Island Tower, I think. So that was your look at 7-month availability for Disney Vacation Club. We looked at all of the resorts, Walt Disney World, beach resorts, Disneyland, and we were really looking at that last week of August going into Labor Day, that first Monday of September. Overall, I would say July and August, at least at Walt Disney World, didn't seem too booked. Like, there definitely were room types that were fully booked, don't get me wrong, but there were a lot of room types you could still choose from. It honestly seems like anecdotally more and more people every year decide to avoid the Florida heat in the summer. But if you can wake up early, rope drop, have a couple really productive hours in the parks, and then head back to your resort, take a midday break, take a shower, take a nap, hang out by the pool, and then head back, you know, I don't know, 5 or 6 p.m., depending on what times the parks close, when the sun's a little bit less intense and crowds have thinned out, maybe that's a really great vacation for you. I hope you all found this helpful. If you did find it informative or entertaining, please remember to hit that thumbs up button to like the video. You can also subscribe to the channel and then ring the bell icon to receive a notification whenever I post new videos. All of your interactions with the channel really help out in the eyes of the YouTube algorithm, so thank you so much. And big extra thanks to all of my monthly supporters over on my Ko-fi. If you appreciate what I'm doing and you want a little bit of extra content, a little bit more access to me, go ahead and head over to my Ko-fi and consider becoming a monthly member too. Let me know what you thought of this availability in the comments down below. Like I said, it really wasn't as bad as I thought it could be. DVC availability is such a funny beast because sometimes feel awful, like we looked at early December, 11 months out, and that felt horrible. And then, you know, that kind of becomes your mindset due to recency bias. So then you go into something like this, you're like, well, it's probably going to be pretty bad because kids are out of school in the summer. But honestly, it wasn't as bad as I was braced for. That being said, I don't really want to go to Walt Disney World in the summer either. So I understand maybe why there's better availability. I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts. And if you have any questions, leave those in the comments down below too. Thanks again for watching. May the rest of your day be magical, and we'll see you real soon at Pixie Dust PhD.